Tyler, and welcome to this week's episode of My Finds. I'm your host, Brett Russell, and today we're going to be exploring the House of Wheels. Now, this isn't just any bike shop. This is the bike shop where I take my bike to be repaired. Let's check it out. From a small bicycle repair shop at a family garage to the storefront that it is today, the House of Wheels has grown a lot over the past 50 years. Even though the location has changed, the commitment to providing quality pedal bikes and service to the residents of Owosso and the surrounding counties has remained the same. Owner Rick Morris reflects on the shop's beginnings.
We started back in 1970. Well, before we started, I guess, I used to fix bikes in our garage. That was during the early 70s bike boom, and everybody wanted a bike and all that. And Owosso had one bike store, but it wasn't the greatest because they sold motorcycles too, so they just didn't give a lot of time to bicycles, or as much time. And I was always fixing bikes, so that would have been like in 9th and 10th grade when I was in high school. And then in 11th grade, my dad started this store, and I was the worker.
Starting out as a family business, Rick began working in the shop in the 11th grade. After he graduated high school, the shop started to operate on normal hours. During his years at the shop, there has been no shortage of interesting visitors. Rick reflects on one visitor from Italy.
Once we had a guy here from Italy that was here visiting when mountain bikes were big, and he saw our John Tomac memorabilia hanging on the wall, and John Tomac was a world champion, and this Italian guy flipped out. He couldn't speak English very good. His girlfriend could, and they were visiting folks from Ovid, relatives or something, and so he had to take our John Tomac world championship jersey off the wall and hug it and get his picture taken with it and all this stuff, because, you know, in Italy, bicycling's like football to us or whatever. Right. So it was a really big deal. That was kind of a neat thing.
Offering various types of pedal bikes, ranging from mountain bikes and road bikes to fat tire bikes and BMX bikes, the House of Wheels has the right equipment for riders with any skill set. The bike selection also includes a wide variety of bikes for children.
We still sell lots of performance bikes, and we still sell a lot of kids' bikes too, which is weird, because if you go to most bike stores, they don't even have a kids section, and you know, we got a kids section with 40 bikes to pick from, so that gets us a lot of customers from far away, because people want to touch and feel them instead of just mail order them a lot of times. Right. So it's nice to actually see the thing instead of a picture.
The House of Wheels not only sells new bikes, they also repair them. I first found the House of Wheels when my bike needed major repairs. The service is efficient, and the crew always takes the time to test each bike before you pick it up.
family-run business. The guys have been here forever. This is our 50th year. Like I said, we started in '72, so sometime this summer we'll have some kind of party out back in the parking lot. And so that should be fun. But yeah, all the guys have fixed bikes forever. You know, we have long-standing employees, so I can trust any of them to fix a bike. And if it doesn't get fixed right, I mean, we always try to test drive them and whatever after we're done. As long as it's not raining, we got a nice parking lot to check them out after we're done fixing them to make sure they work properly. So it's nice to know that the customer gets a good bike fixed when we're done with it.
The House of Wheels is located at 814 West Main Street in Owosso, Michigan, and this year is the 50th anniversary of the shop. For more details, check out the House of Wheels on Facebook or online at houseofwheelsmi.com. Well, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did, and hopefully along your travels, you'll bring your bike here to the House of Wheels. Stay tuned for our next episode where we're going to check out the Bay City State Park. Right on Lake Huron, it's got a beautiful beach and some great trails. This has been another episode of My Finds. I'm your host, Brett Russell, and I'll see you next time.